So, you know that feeling when you're in the middle of a set and your whole world just shrinks? Like nothing else exists. It's just you, the burn in your muscles, and this stupidly heavy dumbbell. The gym music is just this muffled thump in the background, and all you can hear is your own brain screaming, just one more rep. I swear, that's the universal prayer in here. One more. My face in the mirror doesn't even look like me. It's just this grimace, you know? And all the outside noise, bills, work, whatever, it's just gone. There's only the weight, up and down. And my arm is starting to shake. My brain is telling me to just quit. But you know, this is the good part. This is where the change happens, in this little war against yourself. One last rep. I pull it up with literally everything I have left. A little grunt escapes. Totally didn't mean for that to happen. And then I do the slow, agonizing lower. Done. The dumbbell hits the floor and my arm just feels like a noodle. I'm bent over, hands on my knees, just trying to breathe. And the world starts to come back into focus. And that's when I see someone standing right there. My head snaps up. Oh my God, it's them. My heart, which was already going crazy, just finds a whole new gear. It's the gym crush, the one whose schedule I might have accidentally memorized, the one who makes me check my form a little more when they're around. And they're just standing there. My brain just shuts down. Complete system failure. Are they waiting for the bench? Did I do something wrong? Oh God, they probably saw me almost fail that last rep and think my form is terrible. I've seen them lift. They're like an expert. I just know they're about to give me unsolicited advice, and I'm going to have to just smile and nod while my soul leaves my body. This is it. It's over. But then they offer this small, hesitant smile. It's not a smirk. It's not judgmental. It's nervous. They look as unsure as I feel. They take a tiny step forward, and I straighten up, and we just look at each other for a second that feels like an actual eternity. Finally, they speak, and their voice is even better than I imagined. It's not loud or cocky. It's kinda quiet and aimed right at me. Sorry to interrupt. I just had to say, your form on that is perfect. My brain just blue screens. The only word I can process is perfect. He said perfect. Not good, not bad. Perfect. That word doesn't even make sense right now. My own inner critic, who is always on my case, is just silent for the first time ever. I know I'm supposed to say words back. My mouth opens. Nothing. Just a tiny, pathetic squeak. I close my mouth. Try again. Oh. that's all I've got. It's the verbal equivalent of a blank stare, which I'm pretty sure I'm also doing. He must think I'm so weird. Thanks, I finally get out. The words feel weird in my mouth. Really? He lets out this soft, and it's like a sound of relief. Yeah, really, he says, and his smile gets a little wider, and oh my God, it's a devastating smile. Seriously, it's impressive. You see a lot of people just throwing weight around, all ego, but you're actually controlling it. It's good. Impressive. He said impressive. Okay, brain, we are back online. He's being nice. He's complimenting you. Just say thank you like a normal person. Keep it cool. I try to smile back. I think it looks more like a grimace. Thanks, I have arms, I say. So I try to use them for the curls. The second the words are out, I feel this wave of pure cringe wash over me. I have arms? That's what I went with? Did he give you a thoughtful compliment just for you to respond with the most obvious biological fact imaginable? I should just fake a cramp, drop to the floor, change gyms. This is a disaster. I'm bracing for him to just give me a pity look and walk away. But he doesn't. He actually, a real, genuine laugh that makes his eyes crinkle. He thought it was funny. Well, that's usually how it works, he says, his voice all warm. It's a good strategy. Can't argue with the results. My entire nervous system just relaxes. He thought it was funny? My catastrophic social failure was charming? Okay, maybe this isn't a total disaster. And now that he's closer, I'm noticing all these little details, like the tiny scar through his eyebrow, and that his eyes have these little flecks of green in them. He's a real person, standing right here, laughing at my dumb joke. I realize I'm staring and quickly look at my water bottle like it's the most interesting thing I've ever seen. Yeah, well, it's a work in progress, I mumble. Okay, that was a normal sentence. Good. We're back on track. And it's only then that I really appreciate what he did. He waited until I was completely done with my set. He respected my workout, my space. In a place where everyone's trying to get attention, his patience just felt really respectful, He gestures toward my dumbbells. So, what are you training today? He asks. Looks like an arm day, obviously. He adds that with a little smirk, referencing my brilliant comment from before. I can feel myself blush. Yeah, arms and a bit of shoulders, the usual struggle. He nods, like he completely gets it. I feel that, he says, leaning against the dumbbell rack. A little sign he's not about to run away. I just finished legs. I don't think I'll be able to feel my quads tomorrow. Going downstairs is going to be an adventure. And just like that, we're on safe ground. The universal gym language. We're just two people who get it. Oh man, leg day is the worst, I say, and I mean it 100%. I have a love-hate relationship with it. I love having done it, but I hate actually doing it. Exactly, he says, his eyes lighting up. It's like for 2 days, every chair is a challenge. Why do we do this to ourselves? For the glory, I offer. For the glory, he agrees, totally serious, but his mouth is twitching. And so we don't look like a flamingo. We both laugh, and it feels easy now. The tension is gone. This is what I've seen him do with other people, and being on the receiving end of that warm, magnetic energy, it's even better up close. I feel a little surge of confidence. I can do this. Hey, so since you seem to know your stuff about form, I start, can I ask you a quick question? I'm always debating about triceps. What do you think is better, overhead extensions or skull crushers? He seems to like the question. He gets this thoughtful look on his face. Ooh, that's the eternal debate. He strokes his chin like he's a wise old man. Honestly, I think they're both great. I feel like I get a better stretch in the long head of the tricep with the overheads, you know? But for just raw power, you can't beat skull crushers. As long as you don't, actually crush your skull. That's always the goal, I joke. It's more of a guideline, really, he shoots back. Okay, he knows his stuff, and he's funny. My internal monologue is throwing a party. We are thriving. The conversation just flows. We talk about the one broken cable machine that's been here forever. He calls it a historical landmark. We talk about the awful gym playlist. We agree that early mornings are the best time to come and that birthday cake is the worst protein bar flavor. It's just easy. The gym crush idea is fading, and he's becoming this real, funny, and surprisingly down-to-earth person. But I know this little bubble can't last forever. The thought gives me a little pang of anxiety. I don't want it to end. Well, next up for me is shoulder press, I say with a sigh. My absolute nemesis. I've been stuck at the same weight for like a month. It's so frustrating. I just say it as part of the conversation, but I see a shift in his expression. There's a new spark in his eye, a playful one. Maybe you just need a better spotter, he says. His voice is quiet, but the words land with the force of a dropped weight. That was a move. He did the thing. Okay, breathe. Don't say, I have shoulders. Be playful. Match his energy. I look him up and down, pretending to size him up. Oh yeah? I say, raising an eyebrow. Know anyone good? A slow smile spreads across his face. He knows that I know. Well, he says, drawing it out. I've been told I'm pretty reliable. I don't usually let people drop heavy weights on their head. That's a pretty low bar, I shoot back, grinning. It's the most important one, he insists. Think of it as my main selling point. This is it. This is the awkward, adorable flirting they talk about. It's not cheesy, it's just fun. I don't know, I say, pretending to think about it. I'm looking for the full package. Encouraging words, good countdowns, the ability to magically make the weight feel lighter. Ah, see, the encouraging words I can do, he says, leaning back again. The countdowns are solid. The magic, though, that costs extra. I let out a real laugh, and then, because I can't help being awkward, I say, your energy is really infectious, and I immediately cringe. Wait, that was super weird. I'm sorry. Why did I say infectious? That's for diseases. He just shakes his head, his smile so soft. No, I get it, I think. Does that mean I'm like the walking flu of good vibes? Exactly. A pandemic of positivity. He seems to actually want to know me. He asks what I'm listening to, a true crime podcast, obviously, and what I do when I'm not here. I tell him I'm a graphic designer. He asks what I like to do on the weekends, and my mind goes completely blank. Stuff, things. He just waits patiently while I reboot my brain. I like to go hiking, I finally manage. We talk about trails for a minute, and the easy feeling comes right back. It's this mix of flirting and just normal conversation that feels so real. Then the conversation hits a natural pause. It's that moment. The one where it either becomes something more or just fades away. I see him take a tiny breath, like he's steeling himself. Hey, so, he starts, his voice a little quieter. He looks down for a second, then back at me. I'm probably going to sound like a total cliche here. And honestly, I've been debating with myself for like 10 minutes on whether to even say this. This is it. The main event. Do not self-destruct. But I've seen you in here a few times. He says it like an admission. He was looking too. And I've been wanting to talk to you, but, it's the gym. The last thing I wanted to do was be that guy and interrupt you. My heart does a little flip. And well, this was really fun. I was wondering, maybe we could continue this somewhere with less clanging weights? This might be forward, but would you want to get dinner on Tuesday? Can I have your number? He lays it all out there. A specific activity, a specific day, a direct question. And my brain, in its infinite wisdom, chooses this exact moment to short circuit. I just stand there, silent. I can see the panic start to flicker in his eyes. He thinks he misread everything. My brain is screaming, "Say yes, for the love of God, say yes." Yeah, I finally blurt out, a huge, relieved grin spreading across my face. Yes, I would love that. Yes. The relief on his face is so obvious. Oh, thank God, he breathes out, and we both start laughing. I really thought I blew it there for a second. No, I say, still laughing. My brain just temporarily stopped working. I'm back now. Good, he says, pulling out his phone. We do that wonderfully awkward dance of swapping phones. My hands are a little sweaty. I watch him type his name in. I do the same on his. A second later, my phone buzzes. It's Alex, by the way, the reliable, but not magical, spotter. Alex. He has a name. A great name. I look up at him. I'm Brittany, I say. It's really nice to finally talk to you, Brittany, Alex says. He looks around. Well, I should probably let you finish your workout. Yeah, I say, not wanting him to go. Shoulders. Right. I'll text you later to figure out a time for Tuesday. Sounds perfect, I say. He gives me one last smile and turns to walk away. I'm left standing there, but the whole gym feels different. It's brighter. The music sounds better. I look down at my phone, at the text. Alex. A huge, goofy grin spreads across my face. I probably look like an idiot, but I don't even care. I look at the dumbbells for my shoulder press. Suddenly, they don't seem so bad. I'm going to have the best shoulder workout of my life. Oh my gosh, you guys, it actually happened. That moment you play out in your head 1,000 times finally, terrifyingly, wonderfully happened. What's the boldest move you've ever made at the gym? Share your own gym crush stories in the comments below. I would absolutely love to read them. And hey, if you want to see what happens on that dinner date, make sure to subscribe for a part 2. Until next time, keep lifting.